I'll just hop right in. And actually, my presentation is a little bit different. So if you can give me the ability to share, um, I went ahead and just shot an instructional video and
Awesome.
uploaded it to YouTube. So
Nice. I think you should be able to share now.
okay, cool. Um, and so in terms, but just to respond to some of the things Ann was saying, one of the things I wanted to do was learn how to use multi-cameras for my videos. And I went to CERT, and basically what, after a series of meetings and discussions, we realized it probably will be better not to use the multi-camera right now, especially because I'm dealing with a higher level editing software, which is Adobe Premiere Pro. Typically, so far, I've only been editing in Adobe Premiere Rush. So what we realize is for now, kind of get my feet wet with Adobe Premiere Pro. And there's so much more you could already do, even with just a single camera. You can zoom in, zoom out. There's many other features that can make the presentation look more appealing, where you don't even need multi-camera right now. Get familiar with Adobe Premiere Pro, and then after that, start to add on those extra cameras. So I started out with that camera that Ann um talked about, but then we decided, not to use that and really just go with the audio software. And once they realized what kind of phone that I used, then we just used the phone. So my phone, the Google Pixel, the audio software, and then the camera, um, either the camera from, no, I'm sorry. Yes, no, and then the camera from the laptop. So anyway, and I talk a little bit about the audio part that Ann was discussing. I respond to that in this video as well. So we can watch it, and then when you'll see me in the little small part, I can show you. But this is the part I couldn't show you in the video, but just the three-pronged piece that they just gave me here, that I used to put the camera on to set up as I'm shooting this instructional video. So here it is. Let me pull it up. And then let me see, can I share sound? And then let me know if you can't hear it. All right. Greetings. My name is Dr. Jonathan Grant, and I'm going to show you how to use some of the equipment from the Digital Humanities um, organization, the Digital Humanities Institute, just to kind of help increase your audio visual presentation and that particular part of your overall teaching platform. Again, very beginner, but just to kind of show you what I've been working on and how you can implement this into your teaching as well as your research and things like that. So these are just some of the directions for the camera that we'll be using. And a lot of this is actually being done from a phone, so I'll show you what it is that you can use. Also, this microphone as well, and then some of the programs that are available for free from UNF that you can download, and then you can utilize this in your teaching and research and things like that. So first thing, you want to download Adobe Rush and download Adobe Premiere Pro on your laptop. Okay, first thing you want to do. And I'm going to show you what that looks like when I get to that part of the presentation. You also want to download Adobe Rush onto your phone. So how I'm shooting this, I'm actually shooting this on my phone with a 3-leg prong, very small. And I can show you that while I'm giving you this presentation. I can show you what that looks like. But it's a little Adobe, or not even an Adobe, sorry, it's just a little 3-leg camera stand that you can get from Walmart or wherever. So I have that up. I have the phone connected to that. that's easy, right? And so then you can set up your camera phone. But let me back up a little bit. Download Adobe Premiere Rush, download Adobe Premiere Pro onto your laptop. And then on your camera, you want to download Adobe Rush, right? All of this is free from UNF. You can go to Adobe Premiere. You can go to Adobe Creative. That should be on your laptop, or you can go to IT or any technological services on campus that can show you how you can download those programs. And you can also do it on your phone. So Adobe Rush on the phone, Rush and Premiere on your laptop. Then you want to set up your camera phone. I can't show you because I'm talking to you on the camera, but basically just like you would set up a camera to do anything, you just set up your camera onto the camera tripod. Simple as that. Now, this is where we start getting into some of the equipment. So then you want to hook up your microphone. So this is my microphone. This is an extra one that they have in the box. So here you just hook this up to your shirt or whatever you're wearing, and then you just turn on the microphone. Where we are? Yeah, turn on the microphone here. Okay. And so that's just what I did here. Then there's something called you cut it on. Then there's something called the USB-C adapter. So that is this right here. This is actually, this thing right here. This is actually connected to the phone, right? Which I could show you once we're live, but just to tell you, it looks like this, and it's connected to the phone. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this right here, and there's a little slot on the back part that has these gold pins in them. You're gonna take this and you're gonna slide it into that slot here. So you're gonna connect this to this, where the slide is. You just slide it in. Once you do that, it's gonna almost look like an L. So you'll have this with the part slid in, and then you're gonna take this piece and you're going to connect that to your USB port that is on your phone, okay? What that does, now that that's connected, you're gonna cut it on. Once that's connected, now you have your microphone. So that is how you can hear me, okay? This is feeding into that, okay? That adapter with that little piece, connect it, and then just connect that to your phone. You cut it on, and now that's your audio, right? So once that's done, you insert the adapter receiver to the phone US port, turn on that device, and now we're good. So now, after that, you pull up Adobe Rush on your phone, okay? You've already downloaded it. You pull it up on your phone. You go to, I think it's create a new video or something like that. Create a new video, or it may say take photo or video. You press that, and then you set up your phone, get your lighting in order, everything you need. Your audio is working. You'll see the audio, the green thing showing that there's audio coming from here to here. Once you have that and you're ready, you just press record, and you can record straight to Adobe Premiere Rush, okay? You go straight into that, okay? Now, once you've done that, once you've gone straight into Adobe Rush, then you record, right? You press record, and now we're recording straight into the Adobe Rush. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, so that's that, right? You're done. You've recorded your video. You said whatever it is you need to say. Cool. After you're done recording, okay, you press stop. And then after you press stop, you turn your phone straight up. Okay? Turn your phone straight up. once you turn your phone straight up, then you will see where you can hit this check mark in the top right corner, and you can press circle so that it uploads, because now your video has to upload to the cloud. So basically you want to make sure that you upload the video up to the cloud. You'll see a little circle and it'll show that it's uploading. You've probably seen this on devices before or on your laptops before. You see it uploading. The longer your video, the longer it's going to take to upload. Okay, so it may take some time. What you want to do is you want to leave your app open. Okay, leave your app open. Leave the app open on your laptop. Leave the app open on your phone so that it can upload properly. The longer the video, the longer it's going to take. That's the downside to this a little bit, is if you want to make sure you're doing this where you'll be somewhere for a while, because it may take a while for it to upload. So what's going to happen is leave the app open. Be sure the Wi-Fi is on your phone. Make sure that the Wi-Fi on the phone is the same as the Wi-Fi on the laptop, so that it's connected on the same server. And then make sure that then when you do that, you download, and you can again hit that circle to make sure you can see it download. Once that circle is complete, then it's good, it's up, right? So once it goes up to the cloud, then you can look on your laptop, and then it's going to come back from the cloud onto your laptop. So, and a rule of thumb is that however long it took to upload, it's going to take about that long to download. So if it took 15 minutes to upload, it's going to take 15 minutes to download. If it took an hour to upload, it's going to take about an hour to download. So that's kind of a rule of thumb that I was told. So you want to go ahead and do that. But once that's done, and now your video, assuming that it's been uploaded and downloaded properly, then you should be able to open the file. You should be able to go into Premiere Rush, and I'm going to show you in a second to open that file, but we'll talk about that in a second. It may take a while to upload and transfer. It takes time, so again, let the phone sit with the app open in the laptop. It may be faster to do this on campus, so keep that in mind, just because there's a stronger signal on campus, so it may be faster to do on campus. But again, just check the circle to see if it is completely uploaded. Same amount of time to go up and down. Okay. So now that we have done that, let's look at what it will look like on the actual program. Okay. Okay. So it looks like what happened was that I ran out of memory. So that's something else you got to keep in mind. Make sure that you have enough memory on your phone, on your laptop, to do any type of recordings, and make sure that it's working properly. So that's another thing you want to keep in mind as you are working with these devices. That's something you will probably have to talk to CERT about as well, making sure that there is enough memory for you to have all of the videos that you'll need for your classes and things of that nature. So what we'll do, I can show you here with the laptop. I already showed you what to do with the apps and with the actual devices. And so we'll go on the laptop, and I'll show you here what to do with the actual programs. So share the screen to show what happened here. So here we go. Okay, so now we're in screen sharing. So, okay. So here we are. Just kind of want to show you. So once this is our video right here that we just did, what you want to do is you want to come here. It's going to say turn sync off. And that's what you want to click. Right now it says turn sync on. but you want to go to turn sync off. And then when you do that, you're going to your video is going to have this TV mark. Before, it's going to have this TV and cloud mark. You don't want that. You want it to have the TV mark. So once your video is here, then that's what you're going to see. Okay. It's going to say the TV cloud. You only want it to have the TV. And basically, you want to turn your sync off. Okay. Keep in mind, if it does not sync, it could be because you're not on the same internet. So make sure your phone, your laptop is on the same internet. Make sure you turn your sync on in your Adobe account so that it can make that connection coming from the phone to the cloud and the cloud back to the laptop. So make sure that's the case. Make sure you have enough memory. Make sure your sync is on. Make sure you're on the same network. Make sure you're on the same account. If you have multiple Adobe accounts, make sure you're working in the same account. The account on your laptop is the same thing as the account on your phone. If that's not the case, then the sync won't occur. So if you've done all that properly, if there's still any other issues, go see IT, go see CERT, and they can help you. But if it has been done properly, then you'll see the video. You click these three dots, you turn your sync off, you will see the TV. Once you do that, then what's going to happen is you're going to go to Adobe Premiere Pro. All right, so here we go. You should see the screen of Adobe Premiere Pro. You just go to Open Premiere Rush Project. And then you should see our project. And here's our project. So here it is in Adobe Premiere Pro. You can edit, you can zoom in, zoom out, you can play with the mixing, the sound. When you're ready, make sure that you save the project. And then also, when you're ready to export, you can export the project wherever you would like to export it, to an external hard drive. I've never tried exporting it straight to YouTube or anything like that, but you possibly could do that. Typically, what I do is export it to an external hard drive on my computer, save it, and then upload it to YouTube from there. My students have the YouTube link, and from there, they can access it. So this is how you use Adobe Rush and Adobe Premiere with these devices. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much. So that's my presentation. If you notice, the audio is different in one part than the other part. So what I found, kind of speaking to maybe something Anne may have found. So this audio, although it has the lapel mic, I actually picked up better audio just coming straight into the computer. So I want to try to find out, I don't know if it was something that I did or, why it was such a vast difference, but that's something I want to ask about when it comes to this. But I definitely think it's something that we can rectify. But what I'm really excited about is the editing software and the things that we can do to kind of, enhance our online presence in our classrooms. So